Locked and loaded, India is now finalizing its plan to retaliate against Pakistan. The Pahalgam attack, one of the deadliest in years, claimed the lives of 26 innocent civilians. In response, India is contemplating military action. What are the possible ways India could make Pakistan bleed? India could use Rafale and Mirage 2000 fighter jets to carry out precise airstrikes. These jets are fast and have advanced radar and missile systems. They are capable of targeting key military infrastructure with minimal collateral damage. Through Operation Akraman, India is displaying the country's military might and sending a clear message to Pakistan that they are ready to strike. However, such strikes could lead to a serious conflict and draw international attention, especially if airspace rules are broken. Pakistan's suspension of the Shimla Agreement shows it no longer respects the line of control. The agreement aimed to normalize relations and end the conflict between the two nations. With the treaty on hold, violations along the LOC have increased. At this point, India could justify carrying out ground offences or striking militant camps and key posts. However, there are significant challenges. The terrain is rough and many positions are heavily fortified. Any attack would need to be swift and well coordinated. A slow or messy operation could lead to a prolonged conflict. Additionally, there's also a risk of triggering a wider war. India could carry out surgical strikes similar to the one conducted in 2016 after the Uri attack. There is also an increasing pressure from the Indian public for a stronger response. However, the challenge is that a surprise attack is now unlikely as Pakistan is on high alert. Without the element of surprise, the strategic advantage would be lost. To ensure success, surgical strikes now require meticulous planning and precise real-time intelligence. If India decides to take a more restrained approach, it could use artillery and precision sniping to target enemy positions along the line of control. These methods would disrupt the enemy and lower morale without escalating to large-scale offences. While this strategy carries a lower risk of escalation, it offers a more limited strategic impact compared to air or ground offences. Given all the options, the question remains, which direction will India choose?